This patch focuses on creating a more realistic boxing simulation with the addition of the counter system, while also improving stability and reliability, cleaning up a lot of the work that came out with the 1.0 release. The counter system is the highlight of this patch, so I want to take a little bit of time to explain how it works and also how it's different to the counter systems in the past. We've had systems in the past attempting to work as a counter system, and we saw that they successfully reduced punch spam and raw volume, but they did have some flaws. Players could get punched first, then throw a punch afterwards and still be rewarded with a damage bonus. This made players afraid to actually throw the punch first, having no reward really for initiative, and leaning into offense could actually put you at a disadvantage. So we've redesigned the counter system with a very clear goal: to reward real boxing strategy and align closer to real life the risk and reward of decisions of, how boxing actually works in real life. So with the new counter system, reckless attacking or spamming without adequate defense leads to unfavorable exchanges. High volume offense is still viable, but only paired with defensive responsibility. We've also made improvements to body effort. Punches that involve dropping down into your shots, sitting down on your shot, much like a body jab or a body cross from range, these are now rewarded with body effort much more effectively. You can still generate power by driving forward and upwards with leg drive, but now you can also step in and drop down with your punch, which is a real punch in real boxing, and that's the way we want it to work in Thrill the Fight 2 as well. Overall global damage has been reduced by approximately 5%. We felt that damage was a little bit too high, stuns were a little bit too frequent, and knockdowns were happening too quickly. We want knockdowns to really feel earned rather than a sudden flash of surprise events. Haptic feedback has also been improved on Quest 3 and Quest 3S using an updated meta SDK support. Impacts should now feel a little bit more dense, more weightier, and a bit more realistic, while also being much better at distinguishing between multiple hits in a short amount of time. You may notice this when you, for example, punch the chin and then graze and hit the shoulder shortly after. Now, unfortunately, these upgrades only worked on the Quest 3 and 3S controllers, so Quest 2 will not really notice too much of a change. Hit registration and tracking is a very important thing for Thrill the Fight 2, and this patch includes some bug fixes around glove tracking issues, a bunch of bugs, as well as including a code refactor which should hopefully reduce the amount of bugs in the future. If you want to see exactly which bugs have been fixed, just have a look at the full patch notes below.